Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So here we are on Sand River in the T110E4 in all its glory with its new 3D camo. Wanted to take it out, kind of show it off a little bit. But yeah, be prepared for a nail biter. This ended up being, oh wow, yeah, I've had way better matches in the T110E4, like damage wise, but man, I tell you, it got down to the wire. Um, I don't want to ruin it for you, but uh, yeah, just it was a good match. It's one of those that gets the old ticker just a pumping, and I've never gone up into this position ever, ever, ever in a tank destroyer. Oh, I saw him. I'm like, oh yeah, baby, and my round just misses him. The round on the T110E4, not bad. Velocity wise, it's not like a K91 or anything, but for like a derpy or big uh, hit and take 750 damage off somebody, not bad. So I get in a pretty nice position up here, and then I see this guy, and I'm like, oh yeah, we got him, and I shot behind him. And then of course the Yagzilla has just got to get up here and ram his way through, and I'm like, God bless America, whatever. You get in a position, and he doesn't have a turret, so when he takes you the position that you were in, it's like it screws it up for you. I thought, well, I can get down in here a little bit, and it's actually helping me out because it's got my butt up on the rock there. It's kind of, well, I thought I kept it there. But, yeah, so if he turns to the left or right, what it's going to end up doing is knocking into me, and I'm going to knock into him. Well, I've got a turret. He doesn't. So if he, moves to the left or right, he's just going to, pound into me. So I'm waiting for something to come around that corner there. Our 705A is over there. So if anything's there, it seems like, well, it should be lit. I mean, he's so close, it seems like he would be proxy spotting. But this is what I'm talking about. If he spins to the left, he's gonna plug right into me. Um, we see the other Hot Wheels car there, and so I'm gonna move down here and see if I can get a shot at this EBR, and I'm gonna lead it big time. But he drives behind the rock, so I'm just getting out of his way basically because I know we're just gonna knock into each other, and he's gonna go to take a shot, or I'm gonna go to take a shot, and we're gonna knock into each other, and it's just better, to just get out of the way. So I come over here and I figure at first I was gonna kind of get down on the bushes there, and then I thought, nah. What I like to do when there's these little the Hot Wheels cars here, the EBRs, the 105, and just I just call them Hot Wheels. These oh, watch this here. Thought I was gonna get a shot into this guy, and somebody just, whew, yeah, made him pay for it, and that's the problem. Are we just give up here? Are we just give up here? What is he talking about? Interesting. I don't know. But that's the only problem if you're in one of those little Hot Wheels cars, you make a mistake, you pay for it with your tank. It's literally because for one, they only have 1,400 hit points. Even the tier 10, I think, has only got 1,400 hit points. I don't know. Yeah, once you die, it doesn't show you. Do we have one? Um, 935. Yeah, I'm not sure. But right now, it's 5-3, and we're winning by just a couple, but it's still really close. But what I was gonna say is, when there's these Hot Wheel tanks in the match, I like for them to be gone before I take my tank and start rolling around, just for the simple fact that this has got 10 kilometers an hour in reverse, and forward is like 38. So it's not the fastest tank destroyer in the world, but it's got a turret, which is really nice. Um, but this is another one, like if you make a mistake with this, it's usually the mistakes will get you killed because 10 kilometers in reverse, you push a little too far forward, you can't get out of a situation fast enough. You don't have the reversing speed. I saw the 705A running down there. I thought, yay, I'm going to be able to help him. I get a shot in the side of the 705A in the enemy team. And, oh, he got ammo racked. I just saw his top pop there. Of course, you can see it down there. right yonder. So that's, I was wondering why. I'm like, he was full health. What in the heck? Even if, and this guy, you can see him aiming at me. You can see the shell where it hit him right there, a little green dot on the right side there, or on his left, my right. But yeah, I was wondering what knocked him out so fast there. But this is a good position that I'm in, but I'm kind of in the wrong position here. What I want to do is actually move over here a little bit so I can come up over the hill and I'll be at an angle like this, but I can get my gun down better because you can see there's a little bit of a dip right there. So you basically use the ridge to your advantage. You can get your gun down, come at an angle, it just works out, and then you're able to get shots off. But you got to remember that your commander's hatch pops up before your gun does down here. So you got to be careful you don't pop up and they get a shot into that. So what I do is I start backing up, and I'm loading a standard round. I think I switched over to premium because what they have down there, 705A, T110E4, E100. I'm like, even with the great penetration on this thing, I am not going to penetrate. I'm just going to bouncity, bouncity, bounce, bounce, bounce. So the 705A pops out. I'm aiming in on him. He hits me and stays invisible in his heavy tank with no cover. That's what that I'm telling. I'm sorry, that cracks me up. He's right there. He's in my spotting range. He actually fires and doesn't light up. I'm like, what the hell? I was just trying to see kind of where he just hit me. Hmm. Well, guess I'll never know. So I figured I need to move over here and get into the position the way I should be. And you can see how much more I can get my gun down at this angle. And I shoot the rock, and that's why I didn't move where that Yagzella is, because now he is just getting flipping wrecked. He went from full health to 958 in just seconds. I mean, I want to back him up, but I've got a long reload, and he's heading down there. I'm like, oh, I see the E100, got an HE shell loaded, put one right into the side of his turret, and there's a dead Yagzella. That's why you don't push like that with an E100, a 705A, and a 183, a 103B. I mean, there's so many tanks down there that hit you, and 2 or 3 shots, you're dead. Thought I was going to get him right here. I'm like, yes, 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 and I think the round actually went up into the dirt. But the good thing was somebody, must have been our girl 15, actually got him. But you can see now that the numbers are starting to dwindle a little bit. Now there's no one up here. The unfortunate, well, our Centurion Action X is kind of watching that area over there, so that's good because otherwise they'd be able to flank right around and get on us there. But this is a spot I'm telling you. Um, if you're in something like the T110E4, T30, especially the T30, that's even got better gun depression. That's got 10. This has only got 8. Something that's got good gun depression, this is an awesome spot to get into because there's a little bit, and you can't really see it, but there's a little bit of a dip right in here. Well, you can see my track. See how the track is up off, and then I'll pop up here a little bit further, and then the front of the tank will drop down, and you're in that little bit of a dip there. But it's just enough to get your gun down where you can get shots at those guys down there. So as far as I know, I'm not spotted. The E100 backs up, and I'm still playing it safe. I'm still full health, but it's 9-8. I mean, this is a very close match. It can go either way, and all it takes is to make a mistake like our Yagzella did there, and you went from full health to dead within minutes. And I saw that STRV, and I'm like, oh yes, because he was starting to back up over the ridge there. He went from full health to 198 hit points in 2 seconds. I hit him, somebody else hit him, I think the Grill 15, and now he's almost dead. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta play it careful because you can literally go from full health to dead or very close to dead with 2 shells. When you got E100s, 103B or T110E4s, T110E3s, Yagzellas, 183s, things that hit for 750 or more damage per hit. I mean, you make a mistake and you're dead. So that's why I'm playing it so safe. It is 9-9 now. What did we just? I don't know what we actually just lost. Um, Centurion Centurion X and X sure has a lot to say. Everybody called the Sheridan a dick, useless. Um, FV still alive. Careful. I mean, this guy's really got a jabberjaw. But yeah, where's he at? Talking all that shit about how that other guy's a piece of crap and stuff, and he's back there by artillery. I'm like, whatever. But here I am in my frickin' humongoid tank destroyer. Get a shot at D100 and hit him in the lower plate. I think that round actually hit him in the side. I saw the STRV-103B trying to flank me to the right, so I'm keeping a close eye on him, and I was just waiting for the artillery shell to come in. I was like, this is too good. I know it's going to hit me, and then bam, he nails me for 569 of my health. And it was a direct hit, too. It wasn't like he splashed near me. I thought I was going to get a shot at him, but it was a direct hit right there. You can see the yellow spot, the shit stain. But so yeah, I'm waiting for that E100 to pop out here on the side because he's got great camo and he's like 2 feet away from me. And unfortunately, my round hits this upper plate, and it did bounce. I saw it. You could actually see it ricochet up in the air. But now I'm seeing the 183 come this way too. I'm like, great. So basically, we got a 183, a 103B coming up here on the right side. The Grill 15 is up here by himself. The AMX 13, AMX, 13105. He's a one shot for literally everything. So I'm contemplating, do I want to push? Do I want to go up there? What do I got to do? What do I want to do? And I thought, I'm going to come down here and see if I can get rid of this E100. I mean, you're looking at an E100 that is easily within my spotting range, and I'm not spotting him. I'm like, you've got to be fripping, just kidding me. And I couldn't get my gun down enough, and finally I get my gun down, take a shot at the Leopard 1, and I'm not sure if I hit him or not. I can't remember, to be honest with you, if I did hit him. I think I did, but don't quote me. But you can see I put it on premium rounds, and I just left it on there. I'm not the type that, you know, if it were a tier 8 match, I would say, something about somebody shooting, a bunch of premium rounds. Well, 14 out of 18. Either I got a super low roll or somebody else hit him. Our artillery might have actually hit him. Yeah, because he would have had closer to 700 missing if I hit him. So I got a feeling I didn't hit him. But yeah, if this were a tier 8 match and somebody were slinging a bunch of premium rounds, I'd probably say something like, what a noob, gold slinging butt wipe and blah, blah, blah. Unless he's in something that, just actually has absolutely no pen. I was waiting to get hit. I'm like, okay, I know I'm spotted. And then I didn't get hit from the Leopard. I was like, what the hell? And what I'm going to do is I'm going after this 183. He's got 1,437 health. Artillery splashes him. I would imagine, well, he probably didn't even splash him, so he's not stunned, but I can get my gun down enough. Boom! Put one right in him. Somebody else hits him. Must have been artillery splash next to him. So now he's down to 577, so he's a one shot for me. So yeah, we're going to make him pay. So bye-bye. The Leopard one hits me and hits my ammo rack, and the T110E4 puts one in my side. Right in the rear, you can see where he hit me right there. So that's what I'm saying. Within a few seconds, I had 500 health missing, and now I'm at 178 health within seconds. That's why when it comes to tier 10s, I don't knock people if they're staying back or if they're driving from one side of the map to another because they're repositioning. In tier 10 matches and tier 9 matches, I let people play whatever they're, I don't say anything to them. I'll try and point out, hey, this is where Artie is. This is how much health, can't talk, how much health he has. But I'm not going to be saying, oh, you're a piece of shit, push over here, do this or do that, because you got a lot going on, and you make one mistake, like the C100. Watch this. Say bye-bye to your little friend. Unfortunately, he was able to take our grill out. I didn't get the shot off quick enough, but, well, the E100 is now gone. But it's 1311. They got an artillery and a T110E4 left. You would think, yeah, we got this in the bag. Don't ever count your chickens before they're hatched. I'm asking, I said, Artie, question mark, question mark, question mark. Like, does anybody know where he's at? And somebody starts clicking on where the E4 is. I'm like, we know where the E4 is. I need to know where artillery's at. And This is where it's nice to get some help from your team to kind of give you an idea where who's what and where and how. So we're heading up this way. In the Action X, we see the T110E4. Our STRV is over yonder. Um, the T92 is lit up, and I'm clicking on them like, okay, Action X, you've got the speed, you've got the maneuverability, you go take him out. Do you think he would? No. So our STRV is going against the T110 or the 103B, and he takes out our well, I take out their artillery here in a second since our. So we get rid of the T92, but unfortunately he was the E4 took out our 103B, and now it's the Centurion Action X with 740 hit points and myself with 178. Basically, we're both one shots for the T110E4, and how much health did he have? So he's got 656 health, so he's a one shot for me, two shots for the Action X. And I'm like, dude, we were capping. Where are you going, you fucking idiot? He gets off cap. I'm like, I'm like, what is he doing? He could have stayed on cap because I was on there, and by the time that E4 even would have got back, guess what? We would have capped out before he got up here. But no, the Centurion gets off the cap, and then he gets back on cap. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's an idiot. And there's a T110E4, and I was aiming at him. Now, if he would have popped up, I'd have been screwed. He could have probably got his shot off in 656. I don't know. I've been getting some low rolls, so I'm definitely in a one shot. It's I'd say a 50-50 chance that he could live. And then I'm like, he keeps sticking that commander's hatch up here. I'm gonna take it out. And I'm like, yes. When you wiggle back and forth, don't just rock forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backwards. Forward, forward, back, forward, left, right. Wiggle all around like this. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Don't make it like he did. Easy for you just to go, oh, he's just rocking back and forth. So he goes backwards, then forwards, then backwards, then I shoot. And then boom, he runs right into my shell for me. So you got to make sure when you do wiggle like that, make sure you just don't keep going back and forth, because they'll get what you're doing. And that commander's hatch setting up like that, yes, it's a beautiful, juicy target. And on the T110E4, you can penetrate that pretty easy. Now, if that were a T110E3, yeah, different story. That commander's hatch on the T110E3 is way harder to penetrate. It is a lot thicker. Side angle on the side, I think I hit him. Well, still would have been iffy on the T110E3 if I could have penned them, at that angle. Straight on T110E3, that commander's hatch is a bitch. But yes, we end up getting 4 kills. Did I get 4? I thought I had 5 kills. 4 kills, 3 kills. No, maybe it was 4. I thought 4 or 5. Can't remember now. But yeah, that ended up being a real good match. I mean, it was, it could have went either way at the end there. Centurion action at 740, the T110E4 750 average damage per hit. So 740, kind of a 50-50 chance if we could have taken him out with one hit. I'm easily a one shot. He was the T110E4 in the enemy team. He had 656. If I would have got like a really bad low roll like I got back here a little ways ago, because that was like a really low roll, I think, if I remember right. He could have probably taken a hit from me, so he could have easily have probably taken me out, and either this Action X would have had to try to do, a flanking maneuver real quick to get around him on his backside, or the T110E4 and the enemy team could have actually taken him out too. But I just couldn't believe it when he was on cap that whole time. I roll over here, get on cap, and just as I get on the cap, he gets off the cap, and literally we would have, if he would have stayed on cap when I got on cap too, we would have easily capped it out before that E4 even got over here. So but I guess it wouldn't have been such a nail biter towards the end of the match here. So I guess good thing he did. Oh, I just noticed it's got stars on the back of the that new camo 3D camouflage that this came with. Still love the looks of those. They're just freaking awesome. But yeah, anyways, if you want to hold on for a minute, I'll have some post-game stats. So I'll be right back. Wow, guys, that it's not the best game I've ever had in the T110E4. I love this tank. I wanted to have to show off the new camo I got for it, so I decided to take it out. And I've been having god awful bad luck, losing match after match. And after this I was kind of sitting in the back at first. And what I've been doing is when I see wheeled vehicles in the game, I kind of let them get themselves killed. The enemy ones, not ours. Hopefully not ours, but the enemy ones. I like to see them kind of be out of the game, so they're not racing around me. Because this has got god awful slow reverse speed on this. It's yeah, 10 in reverse. It's ranked right up there at the T95. It's really slow in reverse, um, and then your traverse speed is only 29.33, and your turret doesn't go all the way around, but it's only 19.2. So maneuverability on the T110E4 is not very good, but it does have a turret on a tank destroyer, which is very nice. So I wait a little while, let the wheeled vehicles kind of get themselves knocked out of the game, or hopefully knocked out of the game. Um, and then I kind of move forward. Well, I started moving forward, playing it kind of cautious, trying to deal with the 705A, the E100. I knew the 183 was back somewhere, the STRV 103B, just a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that, you know, 3 hits and you're dead, or even sometimes the 183, if he gets real lucky, hits you in the side, rear, lower plate, one shot and you're, well, basically one shot. You might get one shot if you get caught on fire, or if he gets a real super. I don't know if they can even roll that high anymore, but regardless, you guys know what I'm saying, So a lot of big guns on the enemy team that were still left, and so I started pushing our wheeled vehicles, and our scouts and stuff ended up getting knocked out. And when it's down to 3 or 4, teammates on each side, you can't stop moving, especially if there's artillery on the enemy side, because all you gotta do with 3 enemies, he's basically tracking one of the 3 or 4 of you. So that you can just imagine when it's down to 3 or 4 of you. If there's already on the enemy team, just picture a gun aiming at you the whole time. Never stop, never sit still. That's the best advice I can give you, especially in a high tier match. They don't hit as much, but towards the end of the match, you might only hit like this. I had what, 50 some hit point, or 100 hit point? Not a lot, put it that way. And then the leopard that was it a leopard? No, it wasn't a leopard. It was Centurion Action X. He had, I want to say, 3, 4, 500 hit points. So basically, we were both easily a one-shot for the T110E4 that I ended up taking out. And I'll bet you $100. No, I don't want to say $100. We'll say 10 cents. But I got a feeling literally almost every person on both teams had the anonymizer on. Let's peek. No. Oh, don't tell me I'm wrong. Maybe, oh wait, am I looking at the wrong spot? No. He did. He did. Oh, wow. Maybe something's wrong with, XVM. Because if you noticed, my stats, a lot of them did have it turned on, but it looked like everybody had it. Maybe my XVM has to be updated or something. Because it looked like literally everybody had it turned on. Because it was just, a name, with dash 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 with like something and another dash dash dash. So I just assumed it was everybody was running the anonymizer. So anyways, that ended up. Oh, I'm getting so close. 76% towards my second mark. Getting there, guys. Getting there. I already have my ace tanker in this, but that was a master badge class 1, and get a fighter, duelist, and fire for effect. We got 10 bonds out of that. 10,928, if I can talk, 10,928 experience on that one. Really good match. It was a 3,661 WN8. Efficiency on that was a nice 100% at 3550. If you guys don't know what that means, basically that's saying you did your job. You played your tank right, and you did a really phenomenal job. So we went up, yeah, I did that much damage and only went up 1.35%. But still, I was happy that I went up that much because this is, tier 10. It's hard to get that second mark. It's like when you see people that have multiple marks, like 2 and 3 marks on their tier 10s, they're doing something right. And they also probably play them a hell of a lot more than I can. I mean, I wish I had the time to just sit like I used to back in the day when I had a regular job and it was a regular Joe and a regular house, and I could get home and play tanks for 4, 5, 7 hours every night. And, that's why I got so many matches now. Now, shit, I'm lucky if I can get 5, 7 matches, and that's pushing it, after I drive, because I just so freaking tired after driving for 11 hours. It takes a lot out of you. We got 10 bonds out of that deal. The one, I actually shot an HE shell at him because of the distance he was at. I knew that I was going to have trouble. There was no way I was really going to hit a weak spot unless he pulled up, gave me a side, basically. The 705A, he gave me a nice side shot on his turret, but the accuracy on this, it's okay. Actually, it's really good now, but it used to be really kind of crappy when I first got it. 0.35. Still not super good at the distance he was at, and I took a shot at his turret and frickin' missed, which I was really bummed. But we put 2 shots into the E100, finishing him off with 1,336 damage, and knocked out his track. The 705A knocked out his track, bounced one of his rounds for 650, and he got hit for 190 upon us spotting him. The 183, we hit him 2 times for 1,340, finished him off. Knocked out his engine and his gun. And he got hit for 97 upon us spotting. Must have been artillery splashed him. 103B, I was real happy I hit him at the distance he was at, and to actually penetrate that guy where I was very happy. Hit him for 686, so kind of sucks. Got a low roll, 750 average damage. I didn't even hit him for 700. So about 70 low on the actual amount of damage we did, but I was still happy I hit him. So 686 on him. The enemy T110E4 at the very end there, he had 656 damage, so he would have been at least 2 shots for the Carnarvon Action X. And so if he were, and I know I was easily a 1 shot for him. So if he could have taken me out, then he would have had a real good chance of being able to take out the Carnarvon not Carnarvon, is it a Carnarvon? I always call it the wrong freaking name. Centurion Action X. Carnarvon's the tier 8. Centurion Action X, that's the 10. But, yeah, so if he would have taken me out, there's a good chance, unless the Action X rushed him and got 2 shots in, on his side or rear or whatever. But if he would have knocked me out and got reloaded, he could have easily taken out the Action X also, because I think we were both 1 shots for him. The artillery there, we finished him off. He didn't have, I would say 31 health, but finished him off. And he had damage upon us spotting him was 469. Oh, wow. I actually thought the Action X spotted him. I didn't realize I spotted him. And then I was clicking on him. Here, I'm kind of big, slow, big target, and I'm clicking on the artillery, like, there he is, Action X, go take him out, use your speed and your maneuverability and your fast moving tank. No, he goes off somewhere else. I'm like, what the hell? So I ended up going and taking him out. I was not leaving that arty in the game with 31 hit points, 1 hit point, or a million hit points. The simple fact is the gun on that T92 is very dangerous, especially when you got as low as me in hit points. And we got 55 base capture points. So yeah, I was real happy with this match. It's one of those that I don't want to say you live for this type of match, but it's a fun. God, I got a lot of, holy crap! I got 15 boxes in that match. These are the matches that I really enjoy. Nail biters, close, gets the adrenaline going. I mean, that match could have went either way. Really, it absolutely could have towards the end. It could have easily went in their favor. So yeah, that's the matches I like. We did the most damage at 4,049 and got four kills? 92, E4, 83. Oh, okay. I thought I had 3. 4 kills and a base experience of 971. So we got, most experience too, so that's cool. 16 shots, 10 hits, 7 pen, and we hit E100 with a HE shell, so we got some splash damage. So yeah, I would have had 4,000, around 4,700 if I would have hit the E100 and penetrated. At that distance, though, it was really pretty iffy. From a distance of more than 300 meters, we did 1,698 damage. We got hit 4 times, 2 penned, 1 bounced. We got hit for some splash damage from artillery, so we blocked 650 damage. We damaged 6, destroyed 4, damage with our assistance 756. Oh shit! You know what? I forgot to take it off premium rounds, didn't I? Oh yeah, with that amount, 64,000. I definitely did. But it doesn't matter. I really don't care. With the amount of super heavies, armored, I mean, everything that was on the enemy team was all tier 10s, E100, Yagzellas, E4s. They did have a couple, you know, a Leopard and a Progetto. 705, great armor. 103B, it's got that goofy front end, hard as hell to penetrate. You know, you got to hit it. I've hit that thing in that freaking shovel-looking part. Where is that thing? Where, oh, where? Oh, is it? Like, no, I got it. I'm like looking in the complete wrong area, aren't I? This is what happens when you get too many tanks, guys. Did I not? Boy, I'm feeling like a dumb shit. Where is it? Oh, right here. Duh. Jesus criminy. Looking right at it. So, the front of this thing, the shovel, I've hit that thing, maybe because of the angle or something, but I've hit that thing straight on, like bing, pointing right at me. Shot right at it, and had that thing actually bounce my round. Blink, shoot, you know, it'll like, it just must be enough angle to where if you're at a distance, because it hit it and went literally pink, pink into the dirt. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, this thing it's just not super easy to pen. And if you're using the heat, this shield will kind of take care of the heat shield, shells. HE, you can still do some splash damage on it. But anyways, yeah, so that match was pretty good one. I like this type of match. It's a lot of fun, and it keeps you old blood a-flowing in these old veins of mine. Decent crew in this one. I'm still working on getting my crews up. I used a lot of my gold to do some arranging around of crews and crew skills and changing some stuff, and so the gold did come in handy. And yeah, so anyways, that was where did it go? T110E4 replay. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got to check out that new camouflage. If you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I'll see you on the battlefield.